You're on a video, but I'm living it in real life. Hey guys, welcome back to DRAWshua. Today we'll be drawing the Winter Quarters, Nebraska temple for another person who recently returned from their mission. This person who returned was one of my best friends when he was in high school. He was like 2 years older than me. He's one of the people who helped inspire my love for theater and stage. So I decided that I would draw him a temple. He ordered it when he came and visited right when he got back. And so I'm going to draw it for him today. So during this video, I'm just going to try to keep it as entertaining just like I did last time. But in this video, if you can find the 9 rulers that I'll include throughout this video, then comment down below, I found them. Comment that you found them, okay? Alright, well, let's get on with it. And know those rulers at the opening montage and this one right here, just so you can see what it looks like, those don't count. But if you do count them, then there's actually 15, right? So just look for the 9 from this point on, okay? Alright guys, you saw that I started right here and drew down and then just started adding some more and more details. That's what I like to do. Since right here is kind of the center of the picture, I decided, yeah, that's a good place to start. You can also notice the pencils that I have. Again, they are regular pencils. They're the same pencils as the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, then go to my channel and you can find it. It's DRAWshua Episode 1, drawing the Manhattan, New York temple. So I'm just gonna keep on drawing here, and I guess you guys will keep on watching. A little bit of background of my drawing. I started drawing mostly in middle school. You know, I started drawing as a young kid too, you know. But in middle school is when my love for drawing really sprouted. And I started drawing temples because I like temples. Here's a picture of one of my first temple drawings that I remember doing. It's of the Manti Temple. I did it from my house. My house is a few miles away from Manti. So I did it from my house looking through a field telescope. And it was pretty fun. I just kind of sat on my chair in my living room, or my couch, and looked out the telescope and drew the temple. Here's some other drawings that I did over those few years in middle school. They're not all perfect, you know. Can't expect professional art. I wasn't a professional. Then I started doing some paintings too. Here's some of those. Some of my early ones were St. George, Laie, Hawaii, and over time I did them again. Some of them I edited, you know. And I did more and more, and I just got better and better. Also, here's one of my newer drawings that I did a few months ago for someone's wedding. And here's another one that I did for the same wedding, because they wanted to do a quilt, actually. They wanted to use this pattern for a quilt that they were going to make for the people who were getting married. And so I drew them a large San Diego temple for that, because that's where they were getting married. Yeah. Also, if you've ever heard of the Manti Mormon Miracle Pageant, I was in that for a lot of years, and I wanted to transfer my drawing skills to the pageant use them when we met with the audience. And so I would pick up a rock from the quarry nearby the temple, and I'd pick that up and I'd bring it out with me to the audience, and then I'd draw on it. And so there's a few people out there in the world that have a temple that was drawn on by me, or a rock that was drawn on by me with the temple. I memorized most of the temples so I could just draw them from memory, and that helped a lot in pageant. I also did this big thing, this big 141 temples illustration. Anyway, those rocks that I drew, I still kind of do them now. I have transferred it over to painting on rocks a lot more than drawing. So I paint on rocks a bit. Here's a few of them, like Salt Lake. There's Manti in there that I did for someone that wanted it. And there's one of Monticello, Utah. So I've done those. And it's quite fun to paint on rocks and draw on rocks, because it's not common, you know. I don't often see people drawing and painting on rocks. So it's kind of like my own little art that not many people around here do. I'm sure there's other artists that do, and they look cool. But I like them. Alright, thank you all guys all again for sticking around if you did. Obviously if you didn't, you wouldn't be seeing this right now. But, see how it ended up. It looks pretty good. I wanted to get it done within a week, so I just got it done within a week. It still looks pretty good though. Now, to finish it off, I'm going to cut off right here, and I'm going to cut off over here as well. Before I give it to him, just because there's nothing over here, and it looks better if the picture goes to the side, in my opinion. Also, I changed the Angel Moroni again because I noticed it was leaning. For some reason, that Angel Moroni today has just been tough for me to get. Well, if any of you are from Nebraska or know the Winter Quarters Temple, then leave it down in the comments. Tell me what you think about it. If this looks pretty good compared to what you know about it, please let me know. I like that kind of feedback. I know there's a few things that are probably not exactly the way that you remember them, and they're probably wrong, so you can tell me that too. But for what I did, I think it looks pretty good. So, you've come to the final moment where I write the name of the temple, and I sign my name. The famous moment. Well, there we are. If you enjoyed this picture, then go ahead and watch the other video that I draw a temple in, drawing the Manhattan, New York temple. Posted it a few weeks ago. Also, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my channel, comment what you liked, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.